Hey FMX World, I'm Chris Birch and this is my Ask a Pro. Best thing that's ever happened to me in my career, I would say, obviously competing at London last year, 2009, Red Bull X Fighters, and also here this weekend. They're the biggest events by far what I've done, and riding with the best riders in the world on a world stage, on a great course, on a fun course, you know, so for sure. But I've done many great things in the last few years. No, I do not remember my first crash. I remember a crash. It was just, I was coming over a few days earlier. I was riding, practicing. I was going over to Switzerland to compete in my first ever IFMXF. And I ended up crashing on a cliffhanger, but I knocked myself out. I don't know what happened, or whether my feet came away from their bars and I just landed, or just didn't get back on the bike. I can't tell you that. I know it was a cliffhanger because I had a friend of mine taking pictures, and he took a picture of me, and then he went down to look at the camera, looked back up, and I was nowhere to be seen. I was on the ground. Well, the first bike I ever rode was it belonged to a friend, Pee-wee 50, and I was probably about 7. But when I was about 11, 12, well, a friend of mine had a bike and was up the farmer's fields riding across on a Suzuki 125 road bike. And shortly after, my dad brought me my own bike, and I had a Bultaco 250cc 1974 old trials bike. Heavy thing, super heavy, you know, air-cooled. Yeah, real great. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. It was just taking up space, and my dad ended up giving it to someone who was going to restore it back to its former glory, and I haven't seen it since, really. But a great bike, and I wish I still did have it. No one inspired me to ride freestyle. It just happened, really. I used to ride and race motocross, and then just got involved with doing motocross displays across the UK, doing county and royal shows. And that involved jumping over cars and over through fire, formation jumping, even popping balloons and slamming basketballs in. And we had a little double jump of about 40 feet on a 6-foot-high cheese wedge kind of ramp to a 4-foot-high ramp to ramp, maybe even the first ramp to ramp setup there's ever been. But so I started learning basic tricks on there. Okay, I never rode into a swamp by accident, and I honestly don't really know why I'm called Swampy. It was Jimmy Verberg who gave it to me. He just called it one day, and it just stuck, and now everyone knows me as Swampy. So it's either Chris, Birch, or Swampy that people call me. Normally, for example, here this weekend, here at Battersea, the first ride, I've walked the course, I've looked around, you know, everything here is like, I didn't lose any sleepless nights over it kind of thing, you know, once I saw the course. You know, I'm riding good this year, and pretty comfortable and know what I can do. But again, no matter where you are, if it's a new setup or a jump that you've never hit before, you're always going to be that little bit nervous. No matter what the size jump is, even if it's a little thing, if you kick a ramp in at 30 foot to 45, it doesn't matter. If you never jumped it before, there's always that tension. You've got to judge it right. It could be your last jump at the end of the day. Really just relax. At the moment, I'm based down in Spain, so I like to spend my free time, you know, relaxing, because I'm riding so much anyway. If the weather's on our side, then we're riding every day. I ride with Andre Villa a lot, but basically my whole day, every day, revolves around riding. If I get 4 or 5 days in a row of riding, then I'd probably take a day off and just have a lie-in, relax, go to the beach, sunbathe, you know, you have a beer even, you know, just totally relax, you know. Check out the internet, see what's going on in the world. You know, FMX World is always updated. You know, that's my main website. So I listen to music a lot. I don't really have. I used to be just into metal or rock and roll and everything, but now like I have a wide variety. I don't go too deep into it. Like I'll hear a song and think, yeah, that's a great song, and I'll probably download it later off iTunes or something. That's a very good question. Unfortunately, here in the UK, yeah. If we're honest, there is not a freestyle motocross scene. There's less than probably 10 riders here 5 of them which actually are good, safe riders. You know, we've got, you know, good talented riders. There's myself, there's Chris Brock, there's Jamie Squibb and Gary Taylor, but it just seems that at the moment it just seems that there's me and Jamie Squibb that want to ride, want to progress, want to learn stuff. And Jamie's place, he's in the woods down in Devon. Chris is from around there as well, and it's probably the best place, or it is the best place to ride in this country. It's sheltered from the wind because of all the trees, and the only problem is in the winter, when the rain has set in, it will not dry out. But I'm starting to look in, just jotting down ideas. I've got good ideas for the future because I have lots of people that ask me, where can I go and hit a ramp, where, you know, and basically, if you can't ride motocross, if you're not a good motocross rider, don't even bother thinking about hitting a ramp. You need to get experience off-road first, racing or riding motocross, and know how to handle that bike for starters. It would definitely, well, the first person, in fact the only person that springs to mind is who I would love to have round for dinner, would be Jeremy Lusk. You know, great guy, you know, just FMX history, definitely, without a doubt. You know, he's obviously, you know, he's missed. I still watch videos of him riding, kind of thing, you know, like that's how great of a rider he is. You know, it's not dated, it's not, you know, it's from a few years ago. I think we have to go for a traditional English roast dinner. Chicken, mashed potato, roast potato, mushy peas, gravy, Yorkshire puddings. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my Ask a Pro. I hope I answered your questions, and you now know a little bit more about me, I suppose. So from here, I'll sign out, and hope you enjoy London X Fighters, Red Bull X Fighters at Battersea. Adios, amigos.